Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Hypergamy is overrated. Most women stay in their lane. I wanted to talk about that because a lot of guys throw that around, oh, they're hypergamous, they're hypergamous. Look, let's be real with something. First of all, the technical meaning of hypergamy is a woman moving from one social class to another. It's only in these spaces people just like expanded that to mean, you know, a woman just going for the highest man she can. Okay, yeah, but here's the thing though, only a few women, regardless of which definition you want to use, can actually do that. They gotta shoot, if you're talking about women going for guys who making all this money and all of that, they're very attractive. They're beautiful. Like you do have those women who have that, but who they go for? They usually go for athletes or they're groupies for like some profession or something like that known for making money. Groupies for doctors, groupies for attorneys, whatever. But here's the thing. Men in a higher position, high post men, whether they like some professional, you know, doctor, attorney, accountant, or some professional athlete, they're only going for the most attractive women. If you really look at the women that hook up with these pro ball players or even with most of these guys who are really making money, ballers, shout out Master Teacher BGS, he would call them 100 octanes. They're very attractive. They are very, very attractive. Shoot, you know, they definitely in the 8 to 10 range if you're going to rank them. And yes, they're going to go for the top men. Let's just be real. An average man at best might get a 7. A woman who just you know, she may be lacking something. Maybe her height ain't right. Maybe she got a few extra pounds. She just ain't in that 8 to 10 range, and really in some cases the 9 to 10 range. She ain't at that level. She is not at that level. And that's most women. Look. Because a guy who got money like that, first of all, if they got money like that, they only gonna fuck with the best of the best. They only gonna fuck with, why they gonna fuck with some average woman unless that average, even the times you see average women with that high post man, that's because she was with him before he became high post and they just being loyal. And even some of them, they'll roll out on that woman. But shoot, if you're talking those women, you know, those are just a small percentage of women who even look like that. That's a small percentage who even look like that, got that level of beauty. Let's just be real. Even when they fix up, most women ain't gonna reach those higher levels, okay? And that's cool, you know, that's cool. But most of them, because they ain't gonna reach that higher level, because they ain't gonna reach the level of being some groupie or being in an environment where a professional man is going to pick them, you know, they just stay in their lane. And what I mean by their lane, whatever their class is, whatever, you know, their physicality is, they stand in their lane. Now, of course, you get some women there who say they want a guy who's making a lot of money. They say they want like a guy who might look a certain way. They can say it all they want. But if you really pay attention to who they actually get with, who they actually going to settle with, it's going to be some guy who's matched to them. That's why if you look at most couples, they do look alike. And they're going to have the same value system, same class and everything. They're going to be similar. That's where most women are going to be. Like if a woman says, oh, well, yeah, I want this guy, one of them will look at her. It's like, okay. And then say, okay. Knowing she ain't going to get that. Because let's just be real. Let's just be real. If we're talking real hypergamy, a woman going for the best she can, she gonna reject any guy who maybe ain't making that money or don't got that high level status or something like that. Or is not like super attractive. She gonna reject that guy if that guy, you know, she gonna reject like any guys who don't match that. Let me say it correctly. She gonna match any guys who ain't like high post like that. But she still, hey, she's still a woman. She still wanna be with somebody. She gonna stay with where she can stay. She gonna get the woman, she gonna get the man on her level. Yeah, that's exactly. I slipped there. I was going to say the woman on a level. Man, that's a whole other conversation about some of these women going for women. That's a whole other conversation. Shoot, I might have to hit that. That's the second time I slipped in, like, say, oh yeah, she going for that woman. Not in this video. Another one. But, and I'm even leaving that in, because usually stuff like that I edit out. But I'm going to leave that in, because that's an issue. That's a whole other conversation. But here's the thing. It's still overrated, though. Okay, because a lot of guys thinking all these women are going for that guy. No, you get some who can go and then some who can talk, and then the rest, they just going to get who they get. If you go outside, you're going to see women with that ordinary guy all the time. But if you look at her, she's ordinary too. You might every now and then see a real beautiful woman with an average dude, but trust me, he ain't average, maybe average looking. He going to have something going on. He gonna have something going on with him, like killer charisma or something, if you see them together, or she using him. Whatever the case, don't worry about it. But most of the time, when you see that real beautiful woman, she gonna go for the top guys. Most of the time. Most of the time. There's always exceptions. Don't come up with some exception. The exception proves the rule, really. She gonna go for the top guys. That's what you're gonna see. But most women can't do that. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line of this video. Most women cannot do that. And you know, even the ones who say they try, like I say, just look at them and just say, if you look at them and think, oh yeah, this woman is a 5, talking about she want a guy who's like making $500,000 and all of that. Seriously, even when you see these videos where they be talking to some of these women, first of all, they on video, they gonna say whatever. Who they get with is going to be more in their lane. You say, I don't even take them seriously. You got to take them with a grain of salt, especially when they public. Only time I take a woman seriously is when she's saying something in private. And in private, most of them stay where they feel like they are. So if that woman a 5, in most cases, she might publicly, like on some video, say, oh yeah, I want $500,000, man making $500,000. Guy she actually get with might be a 4. Since women prefer to be the better looking one in the couple. Might be a 4. When you talking about if she average, she gonna get an average guy. She gonna stay in her lane. And you know what? Many of them will be happy with their lane. Many of them would be happy with their lane. That's where they're gonna stay. But this thing where everybody thinking, all these women going for high posts, man, please. There's a difference between a woman who can actually put herself in position to meet these ballers, high money men, high level drug dealers, whatever. You know, BGS will call them 100 octanes. There's only a few can do that. They got a shelf life because their shelf life is really about like in their 30s, their shelf life. And then sometimes they can maintain that beauty. Those are some of the women who like in their 40s now, urban models or women like that would be in these videos or these reality shows. They the ones complaining. I say, baby, you missed your chance. I would tell them, but you talk about most women out here, they staying in their lane. Shoot, they staying in their lane. So that's all you have to know, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.